Here we go again. One Piece 1099 full summary is now on board with 17 pages. Oda tells that this chapter manuscript is 100% finished. To begin with, as I said in my last video, this chapter had a title of Pacifist and additionally with the cover page of 3 Tanakis that settings on Odin's hair. The chapter starts with the elders asking for help to Kuma as what we have seen in the last chapter 1098. King Bekori heard about the news wherein the king of Goa Kingdom burned down the Grey Terminal. So, he's doing the same to the Sorbet Kingdom, burning the villages and killing innocent people who is against him. Kuma couldn't stand from Bakori's action, so he destroyed the palace and defeated Bakori. And later on, the event was called One-Man Revolution of Sorbet Kingdom. After the event, Saint J. Garcia Saturn heard the news that there is a new king at Sorbet Kingdom. The new king of Sorbet Kingdom is Kuma. He couldn't refuse the people's demand to become their king. However, he still lived in the church, and the one who actually runs Sorbet Kingdom was King Bulldog, who was the king of 2 generations ago. One day, Bonney accidentally eat the Toshi no Mi. In this chapter we can't see how Bonney eat it and why the fruit was in Sorbet Kingdom. After that her appearance changed into adult. Everyone sees her shocked and thinking she was Ginny. King Bulldog with his mother Connie visited the church. Bonney tried practicing her transformation while she looked at Connie, so her old form would be very similar to Connie. We also see a scene in which everyone keeps mistaking them with one another. Next, King Bulldog brought bad news to Kuma. Former King Bakori escaped again, and now had the world government on his side. Bakori spread the news on how Kuma overthrew him with his power and became the evil ruler of Sorbet Kingdom. So, Marines lent their forces to Bakori to take back the Sorbet Kingdom. Then, Kuma decided to take care of Bakori for the Sorbet Kingdom people, but in exchange he can't remain in his country. He entrusted the kingdom to Bulldog. He will take Bonney to live with him in the castle and will make Bonney won't touch natural light. Kuma went to see Bakori face to face. Bakori was accompanied by a marine fleet in the middle of the sea. Bakori instructed marine forces to take down Kuma and took back the Sorbet Kingdom, but Kuma sank all the ships with his power. In this scene, we didn't see if Bakori is dead or not. After the incident, Kuma left the Sorbet Kingdom and became a pirate. The rumors about his evilness spread all over the world and make many evil nicknames. Also, he attained highest bounty, but in this chapter, we couldn't see his bounty. On the other side of scene, Bonney was living under Connie's care in Sorbet Kingdom Castle. Bonney said that when she turns 10, she will become the great pirate just like her dad Kuma. Next is, Kuma traveled around the world searching cure for Bonney's disease. He visited all the island where he sent Straw Hat Pirates crew during Sabawati incident. He talked with people of Torino Kingdom, where Chopper was sent. Scientist from Weatheria, where he sent Nami. Also, Heracles and Bowen Archipelago, where he sent Yusuf. And because of his highest bounty many peoples were after him just like Abdullah and Jeet, but Kuma easily destroyed their ships. On Kuma's traveling, he meets and finally reunited with Dragon in Wind Grandma ship in the middle of the sea. Wind Grandma is the name of Dragon's ship. All current revolutionary commanders were in the ship except for Sabo and Koala. Dragon told Kuma that Ivankov and Inazuma were both captured and sent to prison, so it makes sense that's why Ivankov and Luffy meet and impel down during the nearly execution of Portgas the Ace. But we don't have any details or information why Ivankov and Inazuma get captured by the world government. Then, meanwhile Kuma had become the king of Sorbet Kingdom and later on become the Tyrant King, and now he is a pirate. Bello Betty cut their conversation and tells Kuma that she wants to become the commander of the East Army, but Dragon didn't give that position unless Kuma allows it. And Kuma allows Bello Betty to become the commander. Why Dragon didn't allow Bello Betty? It is because we all know that the previous commander of the East Army was Ginny, that's why he couldn't decide by himself. Only one person should make a decision, and that is Kuma. Next, Dragon talked to Kuma about Vegapunk. Dragon said he never recommend Vegapunk to Kuma since it is impossible to meet Vegapunk while he's in Punk Hazards. However, since the huge explosion just happened at Punk Hazard caused by Caesar Clown, Vegapunk had to move his laboratory. Dragon said the defense of the new laboratory is still weak and could possibly meet Vegapunk. So, this new laboratory is in the Egghead Island. Kuma thanked Dragon and said if he could cure Bonney's disease, he will be fighting alongside Revolutionary Army again. Cut the scene and jump to where Bonney is. She's now learning how to fight and can defeat an adult in hand-to-hand battle even in her child form. Kuma arrived and meet Bonney at Sorbet Kingdom. He put Bonney inside the box to avoid touching natural lights and quickly went to Egghead Island, which was still Winter Island. They meet Vegapunk whose head was still big. Bonney played along with Sentomaru while Vegapunk and Kuma started their conversation. Vegapunk said that it's impossible to cure Bonney's disease and he need to use his new technology technology of cell transplanted that wasn't used in any regular hospital. The cost of the technology will be very high, just like changing the human into a cyborg. Vegapunk began to test Kuma's blood and shocked that he has a buccaneer blood. He asked Kuma why he came to meet a government man like him. Kuma only replied he trusted Dragon. Kuma asked Vegapunk why his blood is different from normal human, but Vegapunk said that there weren't enough samples to come up with the clear explanation. Vegapunk told Kuma to become his experiment, and in exchange, he will cure Bonney's disease for free. Kuma accepted the condition and asked what the experiment is. Vegapunk explained how the experiment works. He planned to create a clone army to become Marines. He will make them shoot laser beam to defeat evil pirates, and with their strong body to become a shield for innocent people. The scene cut again, and we can see Saint Saturn is actually listening their entire conversation from Joy's. Saturn thought about taking advantage and come up with an evil idea than what Vegapunk's think. And going back to Egghead Island, Kuma and Vegapunk still talking. Kuma said he planned to accept the condition whether Vegapunk used it for evil to cure Bonney's disease. He added, if the clones were to save many lives of people, maybe that's the purpose why he was born. Vegapunk said that Kuma is a saint, but Kuma said that he's just a pacifista. He uses Japanese word for pacifista in katakana. Then they used the word to call the experiment as warriors of the future. Then, end of the chapter, and there will be no break next week. Thank you guys for watching.